Hi, guys. I'm Lynn Finlayson, and my new novel, The Righteous One, is going to launch soon. So I thought I'd get online and read a little excerpt for you. It won't be anything fancy. I'm just going to look at my screen and read to you, but I thought it would give you a little idea of what the book is about. So if you're interested in a book about moonshine, murder, and romance, if you want to find out about a shady preacher and some small town girls who live in a Kentucky holler and the adventures and misadventures they get into with a very crooked, corrupt preacher, then this book might interest you. So let me give you a little read. Jess winced. I can't imagine what you went through. He lifted a timid finger and traced the scar on her cheek. His voice lowered to a hushed whisper. Does it hurt? Not anymore. Iris closed her eyes. Not on the outside, anyway. The touch of his finger against her skin felt foreign and yet comforting. She breathed in the scent of him, and her insides trembled as she spoke. You don't have to pity me. Jess's brow lifted, and he cupped her face with his hand. I won't pity you, Iris. We all have scars. He sighed. Thanks to Korea and the Air Force, God knows I've got them. I remember you going off to war, but I didn't know you come home injured, she said. Jess pointed to his head. Most of my scars are locked up inside here. The stuff I saw. His voice darkened. We blew North Korea to bits, all them villages filled with women and children. He sighed. We turned them to dust. She searched his eyes. When the hurt of something burrowed so deep, it could change who you were on the inside. Iris had concluded that wrapping the hurt up tight held it in place so it couldn't consume you. But it left you with a tiny bundle of darkness to manage. Perhaps Jess understood the darkness too, and more than most. He touched her cheek again. I probably don't have the right to ask, but how did it happen? Her expression sobered. Hot grease. Daddy was drunk as usual. He didn't even know what he'd done. He slung it at me and passed out, drunk as a skunk. A tear trickled down her cheek, and Jess brushed it away. He cupped her face in his palm. I'm so sorry, Iris. I'm sorry I let that man hurt you. Her eyes fluttered open, and she stared at the warmth of his gaze. There was nothing you could have done. Jess leaned toward her with his hand still cradling her face. His breath tickled her skin, making goosebumps rise and her breathing shallow. I promise you this. God is my witness, I'll never let a man hurt you again. You don't owe me nothing, Mr. Williams. Jess smiled and crinkled his nose as he pulled back from her. Still calling me Mr. Williams, huh? Why is it so hard for you to call me Jess? Iris stared at the ground and chewed on her bottom lip. I don't know. Why are you always so nice to me? Good Lord, Iris, did your mama teach you nothing about men? He groaned. I can't figure out the words to explain it to you, but there's just something special about you. Since my wife died, God rest her soul, I've watched you blossom into this strong, beautiful woman. Iris toughened her tone. There's nothing beautiful about me. Jess grabbed her shoulders and pulled her close to him. Iris, you're one of the kindest, most honorable women I know. I watched how you took care of your daddy, even when he treated you and your sister like trash. I've seen all your hard work. Iris, I admire your strength. He shook her gently, and her stoic expression melted away. Everything about you is beautiful, Iris. Every single thing. Jess brushed her cheek with his warm palm and leaned in. Iris froze. Did he mean to kiss her? Her heart pounded in her chest and her mind raced. Why would he kiss me? Should I kiss him back? When Jess's mouth hovered mere inches from hers, Iris's sister burst open the cabin door. It's colder than a witch's tit out here. What are y'all doing? And that's the first excerpt from The Righteous One. So if you want to find out more about Jess and Iris and their love story, just keep following me on TikTok and you'll see a release date soon for my novel. Thank you so much.